What is up, posse? My name is Will Brawling, and welcome to another edition of the Spoiler Room. Today I'm going to be going into more detail about It Chapter 2. And I know this is going to be a little bit late, but I figured I'd give you my thoughts, go into more detail, while most of you have already seen this movie. So we're just going to go over not everything that happens in It Chapter 2, we're just going to go over like the key stuff that happens. So just for your own warning, spoiler alert, and let's begin. So basically the movie just starts off with these two gay guys. They get beaten up outside a fair, and Pennywise just kills them. And that kind of goes back to It Chapter 1. Like, if you remember correctly, Ben said that adults also get targeted by Pennywise. And it seems like in my spoiler-free review, when I said that the pacing was off, like when I thought that they were gonna get right to the plot, like like whenever all the adult characters of the kids were called back to Derry, then I thought, oh, okay, we're going straight to the point. But then it just shows flashbacks from when they were kids, and it just kind of brings back to the 1990 miniseries, which was pretty silly. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it, but it's nothing I'm really gonna watch every single time. And plus, that thing's like 3 hours long, and I'd probably have to invest a lot of time into it. Um, Henry Bowers was put into a mental ward, and he escapes thanks to Pennywise. He wants him to finish off the Losers Club. Um, and there's a lot of confusing stuff when it comes to Pennywise's backstory, like dating back to the Native Americans, and it shows how they can defeat him once and for all. And they each have to go back to their homes and collect a trinket of some kind, and it has to be used as a sacrifice in order to seal away the evil known as Pennywise. And I guess that brings up into another problem that I had with the second movie, which is kind of a big one, is that I felt like some of the special effects were pretty cheesy at times. Like when it showed if you've seen the trailer, when it shows the old lady running at Beverly, I'm thinking, oh, okay, movie, you're getting a little silly there. But it also gets really cheesy and silly when we get to the climax a little bit. But we'll get to that momentarily. But Henry is killed by Richie. Oh, and when Pennywise is visiting the adult losers, then when he's visiting Richie, he's kind of taunting him with, "I know your secret. I know your secret." But I'll get to that in a little bit. But honestly, I don't know if it's that big, and I'm not discriminating against it at all. I just don't know if it would be considered like a big one. Um, and there's a subplot with Bill, James McAvoy, trying to save this kid from Pennywise because the kid's hearing voices. He moved into Bill's old house, and Pennywise is just following this kid everywhere, and Bill's doing everything he can to save this kid. And we're also given Pennywise's backstory, like he takes the form of a human to, disguise as a true form. And Stan couldn't make it to the Losers Club. He commits suicide, but he leaves a note saying that he did it to bring them all together, and that he was the weakest link of all of them. And then we get to the climax, which gets pretty silly. I mean, they show Pennywise in his true form, which is like half clown, half spider, and they fight him. Bill Hader probably gives one of the funniest, funniest things in the movie, where he's like, "Yippee-ki-yay, mother!" Where he's like trapped in the deadlights. And Eddie gets killed. I kind of knew it was going to happen because I read the book and I've watched the miniseries, which I guess is an emotional moment, but probably not as much as what happens next when you know They find out how to defeat him once and for all. That's to show them that that they're not afraid because Pennywise feeds off of our fears, and the more we fear, then the stronger he gets. However, if we're not afraid of it to him, then it's just revealed that he's just a clown, and then they just reach into his chest, breaks out his heart, rips out his heart, and just crush it. Um, and then I guess what I thought was gonna be the final shot of the adult losers looking into a window, and it shows them as kids. I was like, okay, that seems like a good way to wrap it up, but no, we still have 20 minutes of movie left. I'm like, oh my god, will you just end already? I kind of wanted to go home already. And also Richie's secret, it just turns out he's gay and he has a thing for Eddie, which I thought was kind of heartfelt. But like I said, I'm not sure if it's that big of a secret. I thought there was something else going on, and I'm not discriminating against it at all because I have some friends that are gay. But I overall thought that this was a solid movie, and oh yeah, there's also a running joke with Bill saying that people hate the endings to his stories, saying they always suck. And I was like, okay, it's funny the first two times, but after a little while, it gets kind of old. But that's about does it for what I think. I still overall enjoyed the movie. I don't love it, and I don't think I would invest that much time into it. Avengers Endgame, I definitely could, but for something like It Chapter 2, I'm not sure if I really could, to be honest. So that just about does it for this episode of The Spoiler Room. Hope you all enjoy it. If you did, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content. I'm going to be doing a review of Joker coming up in about 2 weeks. And there was going to be something going on Saturday, but plans were changed, and now I have to figure out what else to do. So I think I'm going to do an episode of Shinema. So, until next time, see you there, posse.